Hello my darlings and darklings, welcome back to the Simply Witchery YouTube channel. My name is Lethe, I use they, them pronouns, and today I am bringing the water signs their divine alignment for the month of May. I am using the Queen of the Moon Oracle and the Welcome to Night Vale Tarot, the Hayworth edition. We are going back to Tarotscope reading formats for this month. So I have an oracle card and tarot cards for each, so I have an oracle card for all of the signs, and then I have tarot cards for each individual sign. So let's get into our disclaimer so we can get into the readings. First of all, this is a collective reading, so not everything will resonate with everyone. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Second of all, make sure you check in with your sun, moon, and rising sign, because you are not just your sun sign, and you'll get a more complete picture if you check in with all three. And last but not least, this is a timeless reading, so if you find this video outside of May and you decide to watch it, there's a message here for you, so enjoy it and receive it as you will. So that's our disclaimers. Let's get into it. For you water signs, I pulled the Waning Gibbous to pleasure for this month. So it's really important that you prioritize pleasure in this time of difficulty and chaos. Like, you gotta self-care a lot because you're going through something that's difficult and traumatic. And so it's really important that you hold space for yourself and that you do things that you love and enjoy and that feel good. Excuse me. So do things that make you feel good as often as you possibly can, responsibly can, in this time. So let's get into it. Cancer, you are up first, and for you, I pulled the Emperor, the Six of Wands, which one of the signs in every single element got this card, so you're not alone. And the King of Swords. So for you, what I'm getting right now, these have a pretty united message, I think. In order to feel pleasure, it's really important to feel safe and secure, which can be super difficult in times like these. So do your best to build structure, routine, ritual that helps you feel safe so that you are in a headspace where you can enjoy things easier. And then it's really important for you right now to take care of your mental health. That's what I'm getting from this King of Swords. Like, your brain really needs to be looked after right now. So for some of you, that could mean stimulation, reading, studying, doing art is what I'm hearing. Or it could be shutting your brain down, holding space for rest and just like not doing anything before you do something that feels good, so that you're in a more relaxed mental state so that you can enjoy the thing you're trying to enjoy, to experience that pleasure we were talking about. And looking at the Six of Wands, I heard guilt. You got a lot on your plate. Everybody has a lot on their plates right now, and it can be really difficult to feel pleasure when you're feeling overwhelmed. But it's okay to put things down for a little while. You're always going to be able to pick them back up. But it's important to rest, recuperate, and feel pleasure so that you can do these things you're trying to do for yourself, for your family, for the people you love. Well, what it comes down to is, like, if you don't take care of yourself, you're not going to be able to take care of others for very long. And even in times like these, even in the middle of a global pandemic, it's still important to do as much self-care as is possible so that you can take care of the people you need to take care of. That's, I think, what I'm getting for you, Cancer. Like, and don't feel guilty about doing things for yourself just because they make you feel good. That's doing something valuable and important. I think that's all from Spirit. Yeah. All right. So Cancer, that was your reading. Scorpio, for you, I pulled the Lovers, the King of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. So, this is about your relationships, and I kind of just want to encourage you to share this time where you experience pleasures with the people around you. If you are the type who wants to, you know, experience physical pleasure with another person, if you've been quarantining with them, get busy. But share the things that make you feel good with other people. Invite them to also do things that make them feel good. Do those things with them. And really just, you have an opportunity, Scorpio, right now, to hold some space for people who need to recognize that pleasure is important. It should be prioritized, especially when we're going through something like this. And so you have the opportunity to lead by example. One, do things that make you feel good and give people the opportunity and permission to do the same. Yeah, and like, I'm really feeling this like energy from Spirit that's like about you, that like you've got something figured out. You may not realize it, but you have this key to pleasurable experiences that you can use for yourself and share with others, and that's a beautiful thing. You can bring peace and happiness and pleasure to your communities because you have the ability to hold that space for people and to hold it for yourself too. Like, you're a beacon of hope right now to a lot of people, and I don't want you to feel pressured because of that, because what they need from you is something you can do without thinking about it. It's something you can do effortlessly. You don't have to realize that you're helping these people. You just are, just by virtue of being yourself. And that's really beautiful. And Spirit wants to recognize you right now for your beautiful soul and the beautiful way that you hold space for others and give them permission to do good things for themselves. Yeah, good job, Scorpio. Spirit loves you. I love you. You're doing fantastic. Keep your head up. Yeah, I think that's all for you right now, Scorpio. So let's move into Pisces. My dear Pisces, for you, I pulled the Three of Wands, the King of Cups, and Death. So this is a really cool message. This is the first time I've pulled Death from this deck, and I'm very excited to read with it. So that's part of my bubbly excitement right now. But this is also just a beautiful message. Pisces, you have the ability to process emotion fairly quickly, even in times like these. And your pleasure right now is in having an understanding of the way you feel and what needs to happen in the future because of the way you're feeling now. And I think in this time, what's important for you in order to feel pleasure is to know that there is hope for the future, that the things that need to die will die. The old patterns that have brought us to where we are in the world right now are being shifted. Things are changing. We have no choice but to recognize that change must happen, that death is coming for the things that are hurting us, that are hurting the world we are a part of and live in. And you can recognize that right now. I think that's where you're gonna find this peaceful pleasure for you. I'm hearing like look for the change, and let that kind of bolster yourself, and know that things aren't going to stay the same forever, because nothing can stay the same forever. This too shall pass. Not only the great systems that you're recognizing need to be broken down at this point, but also just like quarantine's gonna end at some point. It has to. And that's when like you're gonna be able to find a job to do that will really shift things, that will really affect you as you do the work, and will also really affect others. Maybe not on a global scale, but you're going to really affect change at the very least in your spheres of influence, in the spaces that you occupy right now. You're going to be able to bring some clarity and vision into how things need to change when it's time to change, because your pleasure is in looking to the future right now and kind of painting a picture of this great world that's going to come to be, because of the things that we as a collective are going to do in response. So it's really about, I think, finding the silver lining, and that can be, this is a horrible thing that's happening in the world, and that's really difficult to do. And we shouldn't always be like, oh, hey, this is fine. A global pandemic is fine because we have a silver lining. No, we're not devaluing the gravity of what's happening here, but it is possible for good things to come out of something as dark and awful as this. And in order for you to be a happy, healthy human being, I think it's okay for you to recognize that. Yeah, so Pisces, I think that's your reading for the month. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to see more from me. I post new videos every Monday on YouTube. Yeah, comment down below to let me know what resonated with you. Yeah, and I will see you next time for another video. Bye!